Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Conversation Daily News. Glad you all could be with us. Of course, you have your news headlines coming up on this Tuesday. Have a message from my book, Words That Choose to Live By, and then today's entertainment spotlight. You hear part of my conversation with author Theresa Merritt-Watson discussing her new book, Black Tech. You don't want to miss that. Enjoy today's broadcast. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with your Tuesday headlines. In national news, jury is chosen in Hunter Biden's federal firearms case, and opening statements are set for today, says the Associated Press. A jury was seated Monday in the federal gun case against President Joe Biden's son Hunter after prospective panelists were questioned about their thoughts on gun rights and drug addiction while the First Lady watched from the front row of the courtroom. Opening statements were set to begin today after the jurors, 6 men and 6 women, plus 4 women serving as alternates, were instructed by the judge not to talk or read about the case. Hunter Biden has been charged in Delaware with 3 felonies stemming from a 2018 firearm purchase when he was, according to his memoir, in the throes of a crack addiction. He has been accused of lying to a federally licensed gun dealer, making a false claim on the application by saying he was not a drug user, and illegally having the gun for 11 days. The case is going to trial following the collapse of a plea deal that would have avoided the spectacle of a trial so close to the 2024 election. Hunter Biden has pleaded not guilty and has argued he's been unfairly targeted by the Justice Department after Republicans decried the now-defunct plea deal as special treatment for the president's son. The proceedings are unfolding just days after Donald Trump, the presumptive 2024 Republican presidential nominee, was convicted of 34 felonies in New York City. The jury found the former president guilty of a scheme to cover up a hush money payment to an actor to fend off damage to his 2016 presidential campaign. The 2 criminal cases are unrelated, but their proximity underscores how the courts have taken center stage during the 2024 campaign. Jury selection moved at a clip. Roughly 65 prospective jurors were questioned, and 29 have been dismissed by late afternoon. People who answered yes on a questionnaire were quizzed individually by the judge to determine whether they could be fair and impartial. Their names were not made public, says the Associated Press. In more national news, Larry Allen, a Hall of Fame offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys, died suddenly at 52. Larry Allen, one of the most dominant offensive linemen in the NFL during a 12-year career, spent mostly with the Dallas Cowboys, has died. Allen died suddenly on Sunday while on vacation with his family in Mexico, the Cowboys said. A 6-time All-Pro who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2013, Allen said few words but let his blocking do the talking. Larry, known for his great athleticism and incredible strength, was one of the most respected, accomplished offensive linemen to ever play in the NFL, the Cowboys said Monday. His versatility and dependability were also signature parts of his career. Allen entered the Hall of Fame as a first-ballot selection about a year after his mother died, knowing her presence would have helped him get through a speech after his career spent trying to avoid the spotlight. "I miss her," Allen said before going into the Hall. "Whenever I'd get nervous or had a big game and got nervous, I'd give her a call, and she'd start making me laugh," he said. In international news, Biden says Hamas is sufficiently depleted. Israel's leaders disagree, casting doubts over a ceasefire, says the Associated Press. At the start of its devastating offensive on the Gaza Strip, Israel set an ambitious goal: destroy Hamas. At the time, the Biden administration committed to the objective, giving Israel considerable stocks of weaponry and voicing its support. Nearly 8 months into the war, however, cracks have emerged between the close allies over what defeating Hamas actually looks like. Last week, President Joe Biden said the militant group was no longer capable of launching an attack on Israel like the October 7th attack that triggered the war, and that it was time for the fighting to end. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and far-right ministers disagree. Where the U.S. seeks a quick end to the fighting, Israel's leadership appears determined to push onward. Biden has urged Israel and Hamas to reach an agreement to release 85 remaining hostages, along with the bodies of around 40 more, for an extended ceasefire. In entertainment news, Taraji P. Henson will host the 2024 BET Awards. The 2024 BET Awards are fast approaching. Last year's show celebrated 50 years of hip-hop with tributes to the genre's earliest voices, late legends, and new talent during a show packed with spectacular performances that consistently felt like a party. This year is stacking up to be just as exciting with award-winning performers and presenters. Oscar-nominated actor Taraji P. Henson will once again host the BET Awards, the Associated Press said on Monday. "I am thrilled to be returning as the host of the BET Awards for the third time, she said in a statement, "I'm also looking forward to celebrating my peers and the impact of our culture and entertainment." And finally, in business news, Wall Street drifts to mixed finish after the latest signal of a slowing economy. U.S. stocks drifted to a mixed finish Monday following the latest signal showing the U.S. economy is slowing. The S&P 500 edged up 6 points, or 0.1%, to 5,283, even though the majority of stocks within the index fell. Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. It's now time for a message from my book Words I Choose to Live By. Enjoy. Good Tuesday, everyone. I'm Cyrus Webb, and welcome to Words I Choose to Live By. By yourself, you are nothing and can do nothing. But when you are in tune with the source, you are invincible. As the moon is able to reflect the light of the sun, you can be a reflection of the Creator's love for your fellow man and woman. So let's go make it happen. Have a great Tuesday. We are part of my conversation coming up with author Theresa Merritt-Watson in today's Entertainment Spotlight. Stay with us. You're listening to Conversation Daily News. For Conversation Daily News, I'm Cyrus Webb with Entertainment Spotlight. Author Theresa Merritt-Watson rejoined me on Conversations Live, the radio show, to talk about her spotlighting Black inventors in her book Black Tech. Here's a bit of our conversation.
Ms. Merritt-Watson, thank you again for the time today. Really appreciate it.
I really appreciate being here.
Well, look, the pleasure's definitely all mine, Ms. Merritt-Watson. And again, for our radio audience here in Mississippi, as well as our online audience, we appreciate what you've done with this book. I want to let our audience know, for those who are joining us via the podcast, we have a link that's there for you all to be able to get the book for yourself or to be able to support the work Ms. Merritt-Watson is doing. It's synergytrainingsolutions.org, synergytrainingsolutions.org. We have it linked for you all. Ms. Merritt-Watson, I want to talk about the feeling for you. What has it been like for you to have these conversations about these 14 inventors that you share with us in Black Tech?
Well, it's been a great motivator for me. I must say that I really have dove into researching more about the great things that we have done. And even though I'm highly motivated, I'm even more motivated to get the message out to our community, because the change of mindset is going to be crucial for the development and the change in our community.
And this is an important conversation for our audience, especially as a lot of the schools, Ms. Merritt-Watson, are getting out for the summer. I did notice an educator recently posted something that I think your book is perfect for, and she was saying, please parents, please don't let the summer go by without you reading to your children, sharing with them something that will help to stimulate their minds. I feel like personally, Ms. Merritt-Watson, your book Black Tech can do that, which is why I'm so glad to be working with you in Double Exposure Media Relations and promoting the book. Talk to me about why you decided to write this book. What was the motivation behind writing Black Tech?
Well, I see that a lot of African Americans primarily, and a lot of people in general, do not know the great things that African Americans have contributed to the development of this country.
Cyrus Webb, Conversations Daily News. We thank you all for tuning in to this edition of Conversations Daily News. I'll be back to on tomorrow's more news, a message from my book Words I Choose to Live By, and of course your Entertainment Spotlight. Until then, I'm your host Cyrus Webb saying, as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversation Daily News today. So let's go make today amazing. Take care.